Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chum here, and today, once again, we're jumping back into some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links PvP, and this time, seeing as we're in Platinum, I feel like it's about time for us to try and kick it up a notch and use something more powerful. So today, we're jumping in with the meta deck Amazonas. Now, this deck has a bunch of really awesome cards. I've been playing around with it a little bit, and it's a lot of fun, and this is the build I have for now. If you guys want to skip straight into the duels, I'll leave a timestamp in the top left hand corner. You guys can simply jump to that time and you'll get straight into the action. Either way, let's jump into the breakdown of exactly how this deck works. Now, the main card that we have here is Amazonas Princess. This is the most amazing card for this deck's engine. Really quick, let's cover its effects, but first of all, of course, it has 1200 attack and 900 defense, level 3 Earth monster. Now, the effect is where this card gets crazy. This card's name becomes Amazonas Queen while on the field or in the graveyard. It's not too important, but it's pretty cool to have. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one Amazonas spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Now, when we activate this effect, the card we're going to want to get is Amazonas Onslaught, and I'll get to that in a minute. And of course, you can only use this effect of Amazonas Princess once per turn. Then moving on, when this card declares an attack, you can send one other card from your hand or field to the graveyard to special summon one Amazonas monster from your deck in defense position, except Amazonas Princess. And of course, our target for this is going to be Amazonas Queen. If we can get this card from our deck to the field, it's going to be absolutely amazing because it prevents our Amazonas monsters from being destroyed by battle. Now, of course, let's really quickly talk about this trap card, because this trap card is what the deck's all about. Once per turn during the battle phase, you can special summon one Amazonas monster from your hand. Now, it's really important, of course, that you want to be able to summon Amazonas Queen from your deck, and Amazonas Princess can't actually summon Queen from your hand. However, Amazonas Onslaught can. So we have this really cool archetype where if the monster's in our deck, we can get it with one card. If it's in our hand, we can get it from another card. So it's super, super cool. I love the way this deck works. And of course, that monster will gain 500 attack into the end phase. But here's where things get crazy. After damage calculation, if an Amazonas monster battled an opponent's monster while this card is already face up on your spell and trap card zone, you can banish that opponent's monster. If this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one Amazonas monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So, of course, like I said, this deck is absolutely amazing because of the little combo we can build up by getting a board including Amazonas Queen, Amazonas Onslaught, and of course Amazonas Princess to get it all going. With Amazonas Queen, our monsters can't be destroyed by battle, and then after that battle, Amazonas Onslaught is going to let you banish that opponent's monster. It's an absolutely cool engine for the deck. I really, really love it. It doesn't really matter what happens to your life points and stuff like that. You just keep attacking, and eventually your opponent's going to run out of resource. It's an absolutely amazing engine, and it's worth noting that you don't actually have to survive the battle for Amazonas Onslaught to banish. So even if you haven't got Queen on the field, your cards can still go to town. Now let's move on to some of our other monsters. Our other UR is Amazonas Paladin. This is more of a beat stick for the deck. It gains 100 attack for each Amazonas monster you control. So without any other buff, it can be up to 2000 if you have two other Amazonas monsters on the field. Then of course, like I mentioned, Amazonas Queen. Then we have two Amazonas Swordswoman, absolutely amazing card. Your opponent takes all battle damage that you would have taken from battle involving this card. So having this thing on the field along with your Onslaught and your Queen means that you can attack into all of your opponent's monsters and banish them while also making your opponent take the damage. So it's a really, really, really cheeky, the combo. And then, of course, moving on, we have Amazonas Sage. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacked and is still on the field, target one spell and trap card your opponent controls and destroy that target. So this is our primary back row removal. It's super, super useful when we can get the effect off, and of course, Amazonas Queen is going to help us survive battle and then pop off with Sage's effect. And then for our final monster, we have Amazonas Baby Tiger. I only run one, but it's a super useful card. This card's name becomes Amazonas Tiger while on the field or in the graveyard. If an Amazonas monster is normal or special summoned to your field, while this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card. So this card is actually super useful because you can actually pitch this card from your hand to the graveyard with Amazonas Princess's effect, summon another Amazonas, and then have Tiger come back from the graveyard. It's a very, very lovely effect. I absolutely love it. And of course, you can even do other cute combos with Amazonas Onslaught to summon your monster and then summon Amazonas Baby Tiger and have some really fun stuff pop off. Then its final effect is it gains 100 attack for each Amazonas card in your graveyard, and with the number of Amazonas cards in this deck, that can really stack up. I think we can get up to 1300 attack from that, of course, if we have all other Amazonas cards in the graveyard. Now moving on to our spell and traps, the first card we have is Forbidden Child. It's an absolutely amazing card in the meta. Target one face-up monster on the field. Until the end of this turn, that target gains 400 attack, but has its effects negated, and that is super key because negating effects of monsters these days is super important. Then moving on, we have Super Rush Headlong. This is mostly here to counter the meta in which we go up against, let's say, SSA, because SSA kind of shuts this deck down. Their effect triggers before our effect triggers and we get destroyed, but Super Rush Headlong should save us in that scenario. Then moving on, we have two enemy controller because it's just one of the best cards in the game, and our final trap card, of course, is Amazonas Willpower. Select one Amazonas monster in your graveyard and special summon it in attack position. It cannot change its battle position and must attack if able. That's not a problem because we can just keep attacking things no matter what and have them get banished. And then, of course, the general trap card summon effect. When this card is removed from the field, destroy the monster. And when the monster is destroyed, destroy this card. So the deck is absolutely amazing. I'm really, really loving it. Without further ado, let's just jump into some rank duels and see how well we can do. Alright guys, so we found our first opponent, an Ishizu icon player with Platinum rank 2. I don't know why, but I love when people have character icons. It just makes it so cool. Like, random, like, baseballs and basketballs, it is what it is. But when people have character icons, I like it because it goes to show what kind of person they are, what kind of character they like. We have some structure deck sleeves and whatnot on the field. This is an absolutely amazing hand. We are not using our skill. Let's, nah, there's no reason not to do this. Part of me is like, oh, I can keep her on the field for longer, but we can do that anyway using our thing. And we're going to grab a second onslaught just in case anything bad happens. Willpower is obviously not useful right now because we can't actually use it. Because there's no one in the graveyard, so we might as well do this. We'll double set because we're absolutely insane. And we're going to end our turn. If I really want to get this thing off the field, I can actually use Princess's effect to remove one of these off the field now that I have two. And then I can, of course, summon a monster, which is absolutely incredible. Alright, let's see what our opponent wants to do. They set one card face down. And then, what are they going to do? I'm expecting some heroes. If they don't have some hero stuff right now, I'm going to be kind of upset. Also, it's worth noting our opponent has a 29 card deck, which is super interesting. Of course, the 5 cards, or 4 cards in hand, 1 card in the field, and then 24 on top. Interesting. Color me surprised. Did I see a skill they activated or not? No, they activated Holy Guard. Okay. Worth noting. Actually, Holy Guard isn't a bad skill for this deck because you can attack into your opponent's monsters and not take damage at all. However, I prefer to run Restart just to guarantee, or I guess give you better odds of having Amazon as Princess, or Onslaught, or both. Ditching Magical Merchant. What for? Tricky? Ooh, I like that. I respect it. Please don't have any other monsters to summon because that'll make me sad. Enemy controller. Okay, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, so you do that. Tribute the Tricky to take my monster. Then what are you going to do? Tribute summon with my monster? That'll make me sad, but it won't be the worst thing in the world. Marshall Leaf. Interesting. Econ. And Plant Food Chain. A very weird deck that we're seeing here right now. I actually saw a really interesting combination of someone using Crowler. Okay, so we need to stop one of these attacks. So we're gonna stop the Marshall Leaf. That way, Amazon's Princess can attack into it freely. Because I just don't want to lose too many life points. Because if I do lose too many life points, I'm gonna be in a big world of hurt. Actually, you know what I could have done? I could activate one of those and summon Sage to protect my life points. That would have been the correct play. My apologies. But you know what? We don't make the perfect plays here all the time. Okay, we have so many Onslaught now. We're not going to bother setting the last one. In fact, I might even use it as my discard fodder. We see our opponent has something they can activate. Are they going to use it? Spike Shield with Chain. That's pretty problematic. I'll give you that. It's pretty problematic. That's actually really problematic. Let's pop one of these real quick. I should have summoned this thing with that effect, actually. That would have been so much better, because I have nothing else to normal summon. How much? The thing's gonna have 3,200. It's gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna hurt so much. But we're gonna do it, because we have to do it. Do that. We take a lot of damage. We're gonna use Onslaught. And there's no reason to actually, what do you call it? To use the effect, we can't get anything out of it. We're going to send the Onslaught in our hand to the graveyard because we don't need it. And we're going to summon our Queen to protect our monsters. And now, the only way our opponent, right? The only way our opponent can win this turn is if they summon a monster with 2,200 attack. With 1 card in hand. I don't think it's possible. Despite my several misplays, I think we might have finally done the right thing. I feel like I just don't use Amazon's Onslaught's summon effect enough when it's super useful. This will be problematic if that card is Warp Disruption. It's going to be super problematic. But that's okay. Battle? This is us also playing around Windstorm. If it's Wall Disruption, it's fine, because we can use Princess. Okay, perfect. I was going to say, we can use Princess to get Sage off the field, thus meaning we only have one zero attack monster. However, Princess would still be exposed. Any 1000 attack would win them the game, but still, we're lucky. They swap Princess into defense position for no reason, and Sage's attack goes through, and that is the game. Just kidding, it's not the game. I completely forgot that that they had more than 1000 life points. Why did I think they were so close to death? I have no idea. I should have swapped my monster lineup. I thought they were one attack away from death. I'm an idiot. They had one card, but they were definitely more than one attack away from death. But it's alright. Luckily, our warm-up duel is not going to cost us our lives. Now that they have no thing else. Can we draw a econ? I mean, that's alright. But I was hoping we could draw the Chalice. Because had we drawn the Chalice, you would have been able to call it a day. Let's see. See, that's the thing. Mushroomo actually is problems for us. If I had our damage step card, I could have actually negated his effect. Anti-magic arrows, carrot weight, Godioke again, and tree. Okay, cool. So they can't destroy anything on my field, which is all that matters. Now let's let this long chain happen. If you guys see the dual log, it's ridiculous. It's just a bunch of shenanigans. Oh, can we attack? And there we go for exact lethal. Boom. Not gonna lie, I'm slightly tempted to change up our spell and trap lineup to include Forbidden Chalice, because having that at 3 is super useful because it is such a good card in this meta. Being able to negate monster effects is so important right now. Anyway, that was a complete fumble of a duel. Let's jump into another one. Hopefully we have some more success. We go for our next duel. We see someone in Platinum rank 1 who is a Platinum veteran. Actually, I'm a Platinum veteran. I have all Platinums except for 1 gold of end of season and 1 legend end of season. I feel like I need to get to King of Game. I feel like I need to get to King of Game sometime soon because I haven't done it in a long time, and I actually want that icon for 10 King of Games. I will use a skill. I know it's bad to shuffle in Princess, because, like, what if I don't draw another one? But I want some kind of spell and trap. See, this is actually flawless. This is actually the utmost flawless. Okay, never mind. They just set a card and surrendered. Interesting. I don't know why. Maybe they had a brick hand. But I don't know why they set the card first. Let's have a quick look at their deck. I'm so curious as to why they just gave up instantly. I want to know what I could have fought and won. That's pretty much it. Let's see what they had. They had... interesting. They must have bricked. They must have bricked. I see the combos. I actually once wanted to run that deck. Maybe I should do it sometime soon. I believe I have all the cards. I could be wrong. I might not have enough Destiny Hero Dasher. I might not. Anyway, not important. We see another person, of course, Platinum rank 1. I don't know why we keep going against rank 1s when we are Platinum rank 3. You'd think they'd kind of give us someone anywhere near our level, but it's fine. I'm not going to complain. We're going second. It's somewhat okay. I'd like to build my board first in terms of getting Amazoness, Onslaught and stuff on the field, but it is what it is. Our opponent draws. We're going to use our skill because we have nothing good. I wonder if this is going to be a mirror match, because that's going to be scary. Oh. I'm glad I'm going second, because this is a really bad hand. I mean, we have Onslaught, and Onslaught plus any Amazoness would be good, but we don't have any of those in our hand right now, so what's going on here? We actually have one of every single one of our back row cards except for the what's it called? I had it in my hand before, didn't I? The Willpower, is it called? Why can't I control this? Oh, that's why. Yeah, Willpower. Alright. Amazoness Sage. Cool. Let's do this. We'll go with this one for now. And just in case bad things happen, we're going to keep Forbidden Chalice in our hand. And be ready to activate it at any time. Sound fair? We attack. What does this guy do? Okay. This guy's sent from the field of the graveyard. You can set 1/5 formation, blah blah blah, directly from your thingo. Okay, that's fine. He's not going to get destroyed anyway. It doesn't matter. And then we get to destroy his back row. Beast Rising. And we'll just end our turn. And obviously our intent is to not have them, what do you call it? Is to not have them even send anything to the graveyard. So clearly we're going up against Hazy. Did they use the okay, they did use Aroma Strategist, so I should have known what they had. My mistake. So draw for turn and get Swordswoman. Alright. So what we'll do is we're gonna flip this right now. And we are going to not do anything else crazy. Amazon Swordswoman comes through. We'll battle. Swordswoman will attack this thing. Thus dealing 300 damage to our opponent. Very important damage. Alright, I get it. Just let me say no to my effect activation. Use Onslaught. And then that way it dodges that effect. Then go for our next attack. What are we going to get? We're going to see face down the exact same card. I'm so sorry, friend, but you're getting banished, my dude. Absolutely getting shut down, my opponent is right now. Then we're going to end our turn. I kind of would like to put one of these cards face down. I probably should have put Chalice face down last turn, but it's fine. I'm just so much more afraid of our opponent having a monster that flips face up and then, you know, just ruins my career. So now I can set Chalice, because there's no reason not to. We'll set this. We'll summon this. Yes, we'll get our search off because there's no reason not to. You know what? We're gonna search Willpower. This is probably doesn't matter. Our opponent's probably lost the duel already, but I'm just gonna, you know, be safe in a way. No point of using that effect. Let's go for this attack, and then we'll do this. Use Princess's effect just in case, and I'm seriously not trying to BM, just in case they have something up their sleeve, and get our queen out. And then let that attack go off, and boom, that's the game. So that's 3 wins so far. I mean, realistically, the Yugi duel doesn't count, but we're doing pretty good. We are doing pretty good. Maybe, just maybe, Yugi in the previous thing, because I feel like that person, you know, they kind of bricked that hard. Maybe they're either on massive tilt, or they were just like, you know, I can't beat Amazonas and just gave up. Anyway, let's go into our next duel. And I think if we actually win this next duel, we might rank up again, which is kind of crazy. You guys can see we've had a really, really good run with wins right now. Of course, not all of this was on screen, but the deck's been doing pretty good for me, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I actually have another meta deck that I want to try out as well that I finally put together. Like, while Amazonas is more of a free-to-play PvP meta deck, I finally put together Masked Heroes, which I really, really love because Destiny Heroes are one of my favorite, like, archetypes of all, and having Masked Heroes obviously play off those with Anki is so much fun. And I finally got my 3 copies of Mask Change, and of course 2 Anki. I know I need 3, but I'm going to try and see how well I can do with 2. I'm okay with this, actually. I'm actually okay with this. Because Onslaught and Swordswoman are actually a decent combo. I know I can't get Queen on the field really easily. I have no reason not to set this right now, to be honest. Because I'm probably going to need it. We're going up against another mine that use Aroma Strategy. Is this the exact same person? Like, could it be? I feel like the thing is, with the restart, my opponent guaranteed knows that I have my Onslaught, otherwise I would have restarted. You know what I mean? You feel me? Alright, can I draw my Sage? That'd be so amazing. Princess. That's okay too. Let's do this. Activate Princess. We will search out our beautiful creature. Onslaught? Oh, we could have searched out Willpower actually that time. We could have done that. But it's fine. It is 100% fine. We're going to our battle phase. Start attacking. And go with Swordswoman first. Do I want to send an Econ to the graveyard to get my boss monster out? You see an Econ, that's fine. Like, I could do that. We're going to use our effect. And I think we will send 1 Econ. I know it's crazy. But our boss monster is more important, and Amazon's Swordswoman is so amazing, I don't want to put it in the graveyard. I apologize for that. My throat is not happy with me right now. I probably should have flipped that card face up. We'll just do that, we'll just do that right now. I always forget to special summon with this effect. If I special summon my princess with that, I would have had 1700 instead of 1200, which would have been so useful. Alright. Let's see what our opponent wants to do. I'm actually curious if we're going against the same person as before. Parallel Twister, sending half to the graveyard to obviously destroy my onslaught. Oh, my queen. Interesting. I respect it. I'm okay with it also. Let's battle. And they surrender. Alright, so I guess my 3 monsters was too much for them to handle. I guess they were really hoping that I wouldn't top deck a monster. And given the hand that I started with, I'm not surprised I top decked monsters like crazy. Or was that a different duel? I'm confused now. I already forgot what my hand was. Either way, we make it to Platinum Rank 4, which is kind of exciting. And that was a different person. What was this person running? Amazonas as well. They must have bricked. They must have really, really bricked. I didn't see any. I saw these cards and these cards. Yeah, they must have bricked as well. That's kind of wild. Anyway, we'll go for one more duel, maybe even 2 more, because it hasn't been that long. These duels are actually pretty quick. Amazonas wins fast and, you know, forces surrender faster, so it's kind of crazy. I'm loving this deck right now. I want to try and climb to King of Games with this deck this season. We have about 2 weeks left, a little bit under that, and I think I might give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do it on stream sometime as well. We'll see how that happens. We'll see if that happens, but let's see. We're going first. We see some amazing Red Eyes Matte and, oh my god, this hand. And Rainbow Dragon sleeves. Alright. Actually, speaking of mats and sleeves, I should change mine. I've been having the same thing for the longest time. Alright, alright, alright. Set 1, set 2, summon 1. Activate the effect, special summon this little boy too. Because there's no reason not to, we don't need cards in hand. And we end our turn. Alright, we're looking up, we're looking good. I'm looking forward to it. The thing I love about Tiger is that I don't mind if he gets destroyed because he's going to come back real fast. Ooh, it's the real deal. Wyvern. I understand there's a reason. He probably has cards of the red stone in his hand. That's my prediction. He's going to use cards of the red stone to get his red eyes in the graveyard. Boom. See, I played this deck so much. I know. I already know. And that way he can end his turn and summon his red eyes straight away. Ooh. Okay, I got out predicted. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was not expecting this boy right now. Oh, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman is here. That's problematic. So that's gonna be with the red eyes. Okay, one of those is gonna be the Red Eye Spirit. I respect this man's deck so much, you have no idea. But I have to be an ass and use this boy. Target my baby tiger, and that guy is light type. Because I can't even click on him to check, but he's light. Good, he's light. I just had to double check roll. I was actually expecting a Slash Dragon to show up, in all honesty. And I'm kind of sad it didn't. Alright, so we don't need to activate Onslaught just yet. I know it's pretty obvious we have it. Activates the Wyvern to get the Red Eyes Black Dragon. As you would. It's hard to think that he didn't normal summon this turn. Let's watch this animation, because I love this card. I absolutely love this card. And this is probably one of the best animations in the game, in my opinion. Like, the end screen, like the freeze frame of Red Eyes is so cool. Like, look at this. Tell me that isn't the coolest thing. It's way cooler than Blue Eyes. And if you disagree with me, then I don't want to talk to you. Alright. I'm honestly really afraid of his face downs. Ooh, willpower. That's really good for us. He says, completely non-sarcastically, I genuinely mean it. It's really good for us. Let's activate this. We're not going to switch our Tiger into attack position. Because there's no way we can actually attack. They have a second Red Eyes Black Dragon in the graveyard. And so I can't actually attack through it again. I forgot that I was going to die, actually. I'm not going to lie to you. I forgot that I would die in that battle. But it's fine. We have willpower. Like I said, it's useful. Alright, our opponent brings out a drum roll, please. Summons a Blaze Man. That's really, really, really good for them. That's absolutely awesome for them. Because then, they can then use their spirit, bring back the Black Dragon, and then fuse with the two of them. Yo, I'm jealous. This man's popping off. This man is popping off. I'm excited. I can't even sit still. I love Red Eyes, man. I love Red Eyes. There goes Polly. Now, the thing is, my opponent really can't do much to me. Which, like, if he attacks me, Onslaught ends his career. Like, what is he going to do? He does battle. He attacks. He equips Buster Blader. But I don't think he realizes what's going to happen to him right now. Yeah, it's fine. Battle Step, you finish your attack. Activate Onslaught. I banish him. And because of his banish, not in the graveyard, his effect doesn't resurrect Thingo. Uses Red Eye Spirit again. Yo, this man's going for broke right now. He should have used Spirit to attack me. Why wouldn't he do that? If he uses Spirit to get this guy then to attack me, that would have been the play to make, honestly. Let's bring back our Amazon Swordswoman. Alright. And yes, use the effective Baby Tiger to bring that back as well. See, that's what I love about Baby Tiger. He just comes back every time he summons something. A beautiful creature. What does our opponent have in their graveyard right now? I'm really curious. Because I don't think they have any resources. All their good resources have been banished. They fused twice in 2 turns, and we banished both the monsters. That's ridiculous. Actually, no, that's wrong. I destroyed the first one. Because I wasn't willing to take that much damage. This man's hurting himself. This man's crazy. Alright, Princess. Princess just changed the game, bro. Princess just changed the game. Are you ready to witness the plays right now? We're going to add our second Onslaught to hand, right? We're obviously going to set it because there's no reason not to. We'll go into attack position with the Tiger. We'll have the Tiger attack. Then 700. Then we'll have the Princess attack. Princess's effect activates. We send a Tiger to the graveyard. And we summon our Queen. Now, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Activate the effective Tiger in the graveyard to summon him again, and then he can attack again, and that's game. How good is Baby Tiger? I 100% slept on Baby Tiger when I first started using this deck, but I now realize that I was wrong because Baby Tiger is absolutely incredible. Like, look at that. It just got to attack twice. As long as you didn't summon it that turn with its effect, you can do all sorts of shenanigans, get it in the graveyard, and get it back out again, and oh, this deck is so much fun. I love Amazon so much. It's amazing. And I love having a deck that you can use Mai with again. Like we used to have back in the day, of course, Harpy's Hunting Ground as the meta. And now, finally, Mai is back in the meta. And I mean, sure, you can use this deck with anyone because I'm using Restart. But still, this is Mai's deck. She has a voice lines. And voice lines are everything. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. It's been a lot of fun. I absolutely love this deck. And I'm glad we got to end off in some kind of really awesome play that I was hoping I could make in the video for you guys. And I mean, I hope I was showing you guys how powerful this deck can be. And I have to say, it's actually a super, super cheap deck. I mean, if you really quickly look at the cards that make up this deck, we have a level up reward, farmable. I believe this is from a box, but it's like a super cheap card in the box. Yeah, latest box, rare card, super easy to get. Of course, like, you know, the back row is super, super expensive. I mean, this is expensive. This is relatively expensive. But in terms of this, that's farmable. This is a, you know, a rare card. It's just Chalice and Super Rush was the hard cards to get. And of course, this is an event drop. And if you use your tickets from the most recent kind of like giveaway they had, you can get 2 princesses easy. As long as you get 1 drop from the event, you'd be going to town. So this deck is absolutely incredible. It's super, super easy to get your hands on. The hardest part is leveling up Mai. But it's definitely worth it. Either way, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. And of course, if you guys are keen to see more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links PvP in the future, hit that subscribe button also. Next time, I'm going to be bringing you guys my Masked Heroes deck. I have to say it's not the most optimized, but it's definitely as much as I can get right now. And I'm definitely looking forward to running with that deck because, again, like I said, Destiny Hero is one of my favorite archetypes. Either way, that's going to be it. Like I said, subscribe to see more future content. Let me know in the comment section what you thought of this deck, what you think are other good decks I should try out. And once again, I want to thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.